Ready?
Say your first if you want to deal with that guy.
La 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 la.
I can't wait to hear you sing.
X's and O's,
FLA.
X's and O's, WFLA, episode 3, I think.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the X's and O's podcast. Another special, you lot are getting spoilt, man. You lot are getting spoilt, but yeah. Continuation from the women's takeover. You've got myself, Mr. Selenkay in the building, joined by Mr. Reliable, Danny Tinker.
Hello, friends.
And the Bronze Bomber.
Huh?
What are you telling me, baby? You good?
Long way from home in that.
Long way from home, bro. Long way from home. But two people that are going a long way from home. We've got Vanessa from the London Warriors and Sydney.
Yeah.
And you're going to Karlstad?
Yeah.
Come on, see, my memory's on
Just
point,
travelling.
bro. On point. But yeah, like we got two lovely ballers, female ballers, that are going to tell us a little bit about their experience with the WFLA, I believe, and how that came about. So, floor's yours, guys.
WFLA, so the Women's Football League Association, the best in the business. If you haven't heard, you heard now.
Is it better than LFL? Because I've heard brilliant things about LFL. I haven't seen LFL myself, but I've heard some
I'm
magnificent.
not playing in a tongue.
Oh, is that what it is? Is it playing in the phone?
LFL is literally playing in a thong. I can't put it any other way.
Mad thing.
And I'm not doing that.
Thank God I haven't watched that, man. That's bad for your
Amen.
mind, man.
For your soul.
It's terrible.
So WFLA, so basically what it is, they've put together their own league. They have about 32 teams.
Yeah.
There's going to be like a East versus West or North versus South. I don't know which
Yeah.
one, the opposite of the opposite. And it's going to be an absolutely amazing paid experience for women athletes. So that's basically what that is. Shout out Lupe Rose. I love you. Thanks.
So you said paid. What does paid look like? What are these contracts saying?
Mind your business.
Nah, that's fair enough. Hey, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Is it banker's salary?
It's
salary?
enough for me to leave my house,
Okay.
my good house. Yeah,
That's
It's
true, to
enough.
be fair.
Yeah,
That's true.
'cause, like, and if I'm being honest, there's never ever been any other opportunity, as
No.
far as I'm concerned, to
Yeah.
be paid the amount of money that we're going to make once
Wow.
this all kicks
Not even
off.
in Europe,
Mm.
potentially.
Where? No.
Whoa, that's insane.
Yeah.
So Sydney and Vanessa, it's a long way from home.
Yeah.
What are some of the fears? Like, I'm sure you would have some reservations or fears. Is there anything that you're worried about?
Just,
Anything that you're nervous about?
just cooking for myself all the time.
Okay.
Like, even I'm going to go live with Gabby soon, and
Yeah.
I don't think either of us are good chefs. So I'm like, any of you guys, can you cook for me?
I can cook.
Oh, we're going to be fine.
I hope you
I'm
like
down.
spicy
I'll go.
food or that young jollof, bro. Because
Or you slide into my DMs for my food, you know what it's all about.
boy,
But I don't have much fears. I mean, I've lived in the US before. I've travelled a lot. I'm a grown ass woman, so I'm gonna make it work. Like, I'm going there. I want to get paid. I
Yeah.
want to boss my position.
Yeah.
Like, centre is very underestimated.
yeah,
Like, my position is completely underestimated, and I'm about to change that. So
love that. How are you guys preparing for it then? Because America's not a small feat. It's not like playing in the UK where you're playing sevens or nines. It's not like playing in Europe. Like, you're going to America to play against females that have probably been playing the sport like their whole lives. So how are you guys preparing yourselves physically and mentally for it?
Well, I think, like, even for the last 6 or 5 years that we've been playing, like, we've had to be accountable for our own fitness anyway.
Yeah.
And we put the work in off the field. So when we turn up to our training sessions with our teams,
Yeah,
the coaches know that we're putting the work in, that this is how we've become the best 5-6 players in the UK anyway. And like, we're going to go to America now, and we're going to be like, we've already put the work in, we're still doing
Yeah.
it now, and we'll do that while we're there, and we'll
Yeah.
prove this is
So is that you
why
saying that you guys going to the Phoenix are the best players and that the UK's got to offer?
yes.
I like that.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay, so let's see a scenario, because we've had great people come on this show,
Yeah,
and this is an American sport. You can't forget that.
No.
Yeah. So a scenario where you get there and you can't even get on the pitch because they just don't feel you should play. So you become the token
yeah,
player that
yeah.
we brought over
The
from
export,
the UK
yeah.
to expand our wings. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
we know that that could potentially happen,
Yeah.
whereby
You're
you
a
guys are
marketing
just
tool.
sent there
Yeah,
just to show that we bring UK players here
yeah,
and extend our coverage, media coverage, or whatever.
yeah.
So a scenario where that happens,
Happens here.
There you go.
So, but my point is, it happened here, and I was on the field. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's a mentality. It's the energy that you are stepping onto that field with. I think for me, being a captain in my last year for Sapphire, I think that changed my whole mentality of being a player. Like, we're all going in there to better each other. If you're not ready to do that, step to the side.
That's right.
But let me explain something to you. Coach put me in. Coach put me in. Like, you have to come with that energy, and it's all about that. From when you start, that's the foundation. Otherwise, it's kind of a hit and miss for you still. But I think mentality, I'm going there with my energy. I'm going there knowing myself as a player, knowing that I want to be better, going there thirsty. And I think when you go there thirsty and humble, that's all they can ask for. And the coaching team that they've set up for us, I'm just gassed. So strength and conditioning it is. Like, it's just what it is. But
I mean, I really hope that's the case, because we had Victor X Mohammed on the show.
Yeah.
And he told us about his experience from going overseas. Yeah. And it wasn't pleasant. And my cry or call out for the WLFA is to give you guys a chance. Like, put aside the fact that you're British. Yeah. You know, I'm hoping that that's what they're trying to do. Because if they're not trying to do that, then there's no point you guys going. Yeah.
I think the organisation.
You're not. There's no point you guys going, because Victor Mohammed came on here and said he was one of the best. He was one of the best running backs.
Yeah, quite literally.
He barely got to play. He barely got to play. So my fear is that doesn't happen, because I think it's a great idea, but you guys are not going there, in my opinion, to be the token players.
To be another number, to be a marketing sort of.
Exactly, because we've seen that potentially with the CFA, them trying to do that and using us as a way of extending their tentacles and increasing their coverage. But to what gain?
I think our team, they've what they've done, which is strategically smart. Shout out to GM Lionel. They have literally looked all over the world for our team. Our team is full of girls from Brazil, from France, from Guam, from Australia. Like, we are coming from all ends of this whole world. Like, as a team, I haven't seen, I mean, other teams have other players, don't get me wrong, but as a team, we are internationally ready. And I feel like Europeans, especially the UK females, we're all different. Like, we're all twisted.
100%. We saw in the European finals. We saw it in the finals.
So I think I'm looking forward to it. Like, I don't even want to put any kind of dampened mindset on it. Like, I'm going with my energy. I'm going with that mindset, and I'm ready to just literally just live my life. I'm so excited. Because
also, you guys are like ambassadors now for
100%
for British female American football, and I just like to say congratulations. I think it's an amazing achievement, and it's an amazing poster for us for the league, because we always say anything you do outside the country is always a poster, and it's always as a marketing for the sport that we have here. Because really and truly, Americans don't rate us. They don't rate us. You know they don't rate us. They don't think we're good enough to play the sport. We have athletes, our players with the same IQ as the players that played since they were 4 over there. Yeah, and that's wrong, in my opinion. That's what we've got. Ballers over here too.
100%.
But the players that you're saying have played since they were 4, as much as some of them have, a lot of them play flag. Yeah. A lot of them do not play tackle football. So let's just put that right out there. We've been doing that. So I feel like I get it 100%. And listen, I've got a lot to learn. I'm not out here saying I'm the best of the best. But I'm not saying I'm the best of the best, but I have a lot to learn. And I'm going there with that mindset. And if you can't see that, that's your problem. That's not mine.
I think that's important, that we all know that although we have played for 6 years, we've played at a lower standard than USA have. So we've obviously got to catch up anyway. And we're going there to excel and new things to learn, maybe new positions, and whatever we learn out there, we're going to be able to bring back to the British football in the future.
100%.
And like you saying, we're ambassadors. That's what we want to do. Like, we want to come back here and we want to help Warriors, Birmingham, Leeds, wherever become better. So then in the future, people aren't going to want to go abroad. Maybe they will. It's a nice holiday, but if they're playing 11s here, then we're doing our part as well.
Definitely.
So when you were playing over in the UK, what did your training look like in terms of gym work, field work, nutrition, football IQ, and then how did it change once you signed?
Big question.
It's a big question.
That's a sick question.
Yeah, I know. I'm like that sometimes. I don't know why.
You were like, I've got nothing to input. I was such big questions.
Like, before I was like,
Christ. So I think it's going to be a lot more structured heading towards going over there in March, because we'll have our own strength and conditioning coach. Whereas previously for our own teams, we control our own nutrition, we control our own training in the gyms. Yes, we'll have maybe people have got PTs and they'll do bits with us, but it's been our own like accountability for that. And I think it shows between programs who is working, who's doing that effort,
100%.
maybe watching what they're eating, what they're not. I do like burgers, that's fine. I'll admit that, I'm throwing it out. I'm not a queen like that, it's fine. But I'll try my best when I'm away.
Yeah. Wow, my journey's been a bit wild. So when I was at GB, I was like over 120 kg. I'm now under 100 kg.
Come on, G.
So I think for me, I have, before the opportunity, I was already working.
Yeah, we see you on Instagram.
We see the Instagram post.
We see
the Instagram post.
I've been working and I mainly wanted to work because I wanted to get to 100 for my wedding. And this is, again, we have lives. So outside of football, I was trying to get to 100 for my wedding. I'm now under 100. And I'm going to keep going. I hope my husband still loves me.
Shout out Warriors 95.
Come on.
Come on. I see you in the back.
El Capitan.
But yeah, I mean, this lockdown has been literally, probably, I know it's been a lot stressful for a lot of people. It has been stressful for me work-wise, I guess, because I'm in healthcare. But it's also given me the chance to really hone in on carrying my own body weight. I know it sounds mad, but weights, it's not all about weights every day. Like actually being able, I want to challenge you to do insanity every single day. That's what I've been doing to myself. It's not easy.
Insanity,
that's a mindset. That's actually a mindset to be able to get up. Some of the girls on the Warriors are doing insanity and running. Okay? Because like
female ballers, boy.
Yeah, like people are really putting in the work and the energy to make this work. So I'm doing that so that by the time March comes and I land, I'm not gassing for air. I'm not like, do you know what I mean? I'm agile enough to be able to keep up. Do you know what I mean?
Because the last thing you want to do is go there and be the guy that they can tell you didn't work out. You've had what, 6-9 months maybe to be working out
in the sand heat.
That's it. And you guys decided not to work out. It just shows how serious you are or not serious. I wanted to ask, so this whole Red Tails thing's up. Come on. Man's involved, you know. Tails up, that's what Tails up, come on. Listen, if you need someone to fly out, WFLA, shout, man, you know what I mean? Let us know. Let me know, innit?
Anywhere you like.
All expenses, just let me know. Like, we'll fly out, little documentary, movie, maybe, you know what I mean?
But I will play in a thong, just give me game time. I'll do it.
Just give me the check, man. But my thing was, like, so you guys done this thing, the whole announcement thing, like, us lot, we saw it, we were like, what's this? Like, we started messaging you guys, what's this all about? Started sharing it. But my thing is, why did it stop there? This is something that I feel Britball should be screaming about. This is massive.
Oh, yeah.
For me, even bigger than the NFL International Series Combine that we send some guys out to, because we send guys out there every year and we haven't seen a success story from it, in my opinion, since FL Bard, and that was how many years ago, sort of thing. So this is massive. This is huge. This is something that you guys have signed letters of intent to go and do. Like, the checks there, the paperwork's there. You're flying out in March, regardless of whatever happens. Even if there's a second wave, you're flying out in March to go and ball. But outside of the X's and O's, no one's screaming about it. Outside of your teams, no one's really saying anything. Why is that? What's the issue?
No one screams about women's football in general. Yeah, that's the fun. No one really is screaming about women's football in general, even in the normal league that we have now. So no screaming about it. Yeah. Now, don't get it twisted. The thing is, WFLA are working in silence. Yeah, they move in silence. Do you not get it? Like, they're currently working now sponsorship deals. We know that because we speak to them every week. Do you understand? But I'm going with that. I respect that. Work in silence, and then when you've got everything is set in stone, and then we just come. And when we come, people are not going to be ready. And I think, to me, I prefer that approach, because I prefer to just come out and just. But
I hear it, but I still think it's bad, man. I still feel like people like Baffa, people like with the NFL UK, for actually maybe not NFL UK because you guys could be seen as a competition, but I don't know. Maybe internally Baffa should be putting you guys on the pedestal, saying these are elite female athletes. Like, we do this. The CFL Combine, we championed those guys so much, and 2 people got picked.
Exactly.
These are 5, 6, 7 females that have been picked to play an international standard. You're gonna go to America every single Sunday. You're gonna be flown to another state to ball out, sort of thing, and no one's saying nothing about it.
I think the key thing is as well, they have a spot. Like they're not.
That's
it's not
it.
For a
it's
draft.
not. Yeah.
They have the spot. They're on the team already, and again, no one's talking about it, and that's it's strange. It is.
It's very strange.
Baffa, why? Why? Especially the fact that some of the players played GB last year.
She's looking at Baffa in the saw.
Yeah,
right?
no, you can see me. Okay, Baffa.
Why do you guys think it is?
But not just Buffer, the female community
In
as well.
general.
Oh,
The
true,
female community.
true.
Because there's an
think it's the
onus on the
belief.
female community
It's
to
the
say,
belief.
listen, these are my sisters going.
Yeah.
But it's
Stop
the
it.
belief.
Yeah.
It's the belief in that league. They don't believe it. So because they don't believe it, they're like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
we had a post go out from is it Forward Progress?
okay.
And
I
they've
didn't see
taken over the old Bath page. So there's some photos and stuff, and
Yeah.
they released it.
Okay.
But obviously, double coverage, they don't do anything anymore. So
Yeah.
that used to be where most people would get their American football intel from,
Yeah.
and there's nothing like that now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so no,
Apart from X's and
apart from
O's.
you guys,
No,
I was
we're
just
not
about
like
to
them.
say-
We're not like them.
Well,
We're better,
come on,
bruv.
come
We're not
on.
like them. Different gravy, baby.
Come on.
I don't have to pick you up. We're here. It's
That's
fine.
it. Do you know what I mean? We're different, man.
Different level.
Built different.
But yeah, it's sad, and I hope that one day they are able to recognize before it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before it's too late. Not even for the fact. I think it's a mindset, because I feel like if I'm playing in my home team, I know that I can build up to play GB. I know that I can
That's
build
right.
up to play international football.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. I'm very sorry. There's no.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we have our own highlight videos. We can do those little things and send. It was all work that we had to put in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I hope it changes before it's too late. But I'm just all about speaking truth about women's football in the UK, and it's just pants.
So what's your truth then? What can we do as a football community to champion women's football?
I'll say definitely. I think it starts from the players. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the men players.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I need you guys, because you see, when I'm at a game, everybody knows my mouth. Everyone can hear my voice throughout the whole field. From when you're kicking the ball to when you're on the sidelines, you can hear my noise, yeah? I need you guys to put in the energy for us. I need you guys to step up to the plate. It's not all just about you guys. Stop being selfish. You guys get to play every year. You know your dates a year in advance. We do not, okay? Support the cause. Support the cause so that we can develop. Some of you have daughters. Okay, some of you have aunties, that play on teams. Don't get twisted. Look at me, yeah. Getting together and support the cause so that we can all build together as one. Because at the end of the day, it's for the love of the sport, and that's it, ultimately. So yeah.
What your thoughts, Sydney?
I agree. Like, she hit the nail on the head that there's always women's players that go and support the men's game,
Yeah.
but the only men's players that come to the women's games are the partners,
Yeah.
the brothers,
The
the coaches. All pretty much all female team coaches
Yeah.
are men's players as well. So I get that sometimes they're giving up time for that anyway.
Yeah.
But it's for the love of the sport. We give up a lot of time too to support you guys
100%.
and your opportunities.
Yeah.
Not just you. Sorry, that was very targeted. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, I feel
But
you guys.
we need that support for always, really, the future.
No, I like the sound of that. Man, that's deep, man. But I like having these conversations because people need to know, man. Like, again, we're gonna keep championing your contracts and your tails up. We're gonna keep championing that and following you guys and keep pushing that out as I think we should be. But even just like women's football at grassroots level at home, we're gonna keep trying our best to push that as well, because there's not only a market for it, but two, if no one's pushing it, it's just going to disappear eventually, and then there'll be no women's football, and then we'll be thinking, why is that? And it's because we weren't doing nothing to try and sort of fix the situation or push it from now. But yeah, man, another sick episode.
Quick question.
Go on.
So we've got 6 pro athletes in the room now,
Jeez.
for women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you think you'd you guys and your
Oh
team,
my
the Red
days.
Tails, yeah? Let's say you all
I knew
came
this was
over
coming.
to
I
the
knew
UK,
it.
right?
Yeah.
How do you think you'd stack up against these BAFTA teams, like the men's teams?
So I think Danny's trying to go back to that post that was put out where someone anonymously messaged us saying, the GB national team, women's national team will beat any Div 2 team.
That wasn't anonymous, that was me. So let's just forget that.
Okay, let's get it.
Let's go.
Talk to us, man. Talk to us,
All
man.
I'm saying is there's some beasts out there, women that can take down some of you man in it. So that's just
Boy.
that.
Wow.
Boy,
That's
and
just
on that note, I guess we'll call it there, boy. But we need to maybe potentially set up like one-on-ones
Yeah.
someday. But
Light work.
boy, light work, boy. Anyways, it's been a pleasure, girls.
Thank
It's been a
you.
pleasure, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for listening, everyone. It's been another sick episode of the X's and O's podcast. If you haven't already, follow us on all the socials. That's at X's and O's team. Peace.